Hello everybody. How you guys doing? Hello. Ooh, the song changed just as we go live. Let's go. Good evening. So today's going to be an interesting one because we're looking at some of the Hatsune Miku stuff. Who all watched Marvel Zombies? I didn't. I actually was doing keyboard disassembly this morning and rewatched a Superman movie. I probably should have watched that though. I killed my camera this morning. Wait, what? I killed my camera this morning? Let me read that again. It's been a day? What happened? Alex, you know the difference between me and someone in the psych ward is that I'm outside? Damn, that's crazy, Zany. You're 2 hours and 26 minutes early? What? Didn't I put 4 o'clock today? I'm pretty positive I put 4. Did I not? You're making me like question my life right now. I did! Half an hour. Yeah, I'm late if anything. God damn. I mean, I'll take early though. Early is better than late. God damn, I cut myself just now. Was shooting in the studio and one of the shutter blades just came loose. I mean, the bright side is I feel like that amount of actuations is pretty normal. Like, it's on the high side for sure. Ooh, my hair is disgusting today. It's on the high side for sure. But I feel like that's pretty normal. No blue hair? No. I don't have a Hatsune Miku costume today. No. Ooh, I got the bedhead a little bit. Had a good run? Yeah. I think what do they normally rate it for? Like 100,000? Well, I think most cameras are like 100 to 200,000. So I feel like 100's on the low end of what's the recommended. At least it's not like, I don't know. At least it's not like, you had 10,000 shots and the whole thing's dead. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Let me wash my hands quick. What are actuations when it comes to cameras? Literally this. Oops. When you do this with a camera. Hold on, wait. That's an actuation. So the shutter, mechanical shutter is going up and down once to take a photo. I guess it doesn't really matter if you have an electronic shutter, but if you have a mechanical shutter, the curtain needs to go down and then up. So, or sorry, up and then down. That's what it should do. Actually, no, is it up and down? I don't remember now. Fucking, it's one of those two things. What are your thoughts on vendors only having GBs open for a few days, especially when creator content isn't out? Honestly, it doesn't. Like, it only hurts them. Like, it realistically only hurts the vendors if they don't want to schedule marketing. And like, dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because honestly, this is like a conversation that I've had with so many people. If a vendor doesn't give a shit enough to schedule marketing and content, it doesn't even have to be a review. It can just literally be a showcase and how something's assembled. If they don't want to do that in a timely manner, that's on them. You know who it's going to reflect? It's only ever going to reflect the vendor. They're just not going to have as many sales. So, do I feel bad for them? No, not really. Like, if they've attempted to and maybe someone screwed them up because of it, yeah, I feel bad. But if they are going out of their way to not schedule things for however long the duration of the group buy is, then whatever. Now, how do I feel about short group buys? Dude, I don't know. There's been 4-day group buys. There's been 30 days. I've seen 60 days. It doesn't matter. Like, I think realistically, if you have the information to make a decision and you have it, like, ideally, if you have it in a healthy amount of time, not just like a one-day thing. Like, for example, if content comes out on a Monday, the group buy starts on a Tuesday, and then everything's wrapped up by a Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think that's a healthy amount of time to make a decision. But if vendors are giving you a healthy amount of time, then I think it's fine if you have 2 or 3 days to buy something. Is it predatory? Again, if you have a lot of time to decide, I don't think so. But if you only have 48 hours to make decisions and you haven't even gotten to see a video on something yet, or even documentation, or maybe even a full set of photos, yeah. Ultimately though, the decision-making process will only ever, the change will only ever be made with voting with your wallet. So if you really feel, or if anyone feels like a vendor is not playing by the rules in that sense, not real rules, you guys know what I'm talking about, then yeah, I think it's fine. I think if you're just like, I think if you don't buy something, that speaks volumes. And I've seen vendors run group buys for 4 or 5 days and they get like literally 0 sales. And guess what? They have to change the way they work. So that is the truth of the matter. Okay, so hope everyone had a good morning. Little earlier stream. I'm actually going to see if Riley, so Mr. Neflock, wants to come on and talk about the Miku set as well. And then we're going to unbox some Miku stuff. We're gonna look at all the Miku stuff, the Hatsune Miku. Okay, let me give Mr. Riley a call. Oh. What if FOMO drives up sales, but it's kind of scummy? I mean, you know what? Maybe me and Riley can have a quick conversation about this. Hi, Mr. Riley. How you doing?
Hi.
I don't have a camera set up for you, but can you guys hear Riley okay? Or do you mind saying something, Riley?
Hello.
There we go. I think he's okay. Yes? Okay. We want Mr. Mutagen. Mutagen is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So this is Neflock. He is part of the team at Novel Keys. I would say the creative brain behind literally almost everything.
Too kind. Not quite, but I'll take it. I
Might have to turn you up just a smidge. Okay, so we're going to take a look at some stuff here. But actually, quick question, Riley. How do you feel, because kind of a conversation we're having right now, how do you feel about short group buy windows?
That's kind of a loaded topic currently.
I feel like it is, yeah.
Because I know there was a post. I don't know if the topic came about because somebody mentioned that post, but there were some people that were pretty miffed, to say the least, about the short window on Dolce R5X that was this summer. I feel like that kind of maybe sparked this conversation in multiple discords that I've seen. But that aside, how do I feel about it? As a vendor or as a designer?
I think as a designer, because I think as a vendor, I think like obviously you want longer runs of things because you want. I think the answer is obvious for a vendor, but like, how do you feel about it as a designer? And as a hobbyist, yeah, that's a good one too. And a fellow hobbyist.
I think the biggest frustration for me on it as a hobbyist would be missing something, right?
True.
And maybe that's where most people's frustrations come, right? Like, I've been around long enough and I've done this hobby long enough that there's plenty of things that I see after the fact and it's like, oh shit, when was that? Oh, I missed that. That's upsetting. Are there extras? Oh,
yeah.
You know, varying degrees of extras have come and gone and I just don't get that thing. Or, oh, okay, now I have to wait for extras and, you know, it's X marked increase, right?
Yeah.
From the days where extras increase was $5 back to when extras increase was like $40, $50, you know, the $200 GMK extras of 2019.
Actually,
so
Ron,
yeah,
do you mind if I
it
put
can
you
be
on
frustrating
camera
as a
on the
hobbyist.
stream? Sorry to cut you
Oh,
off.
sure. However you want to do it. Nope,
Let me just
that's fine.
put you on here. Hold on. But yeah, I mean, I get you there. Okay, you know what's weird? I actually feel different about the Dolce thing. We'll go a little off topic. How the hell do I make this? There we go. I actually feel like the Dolce thing doesn't matter. if I'm being real. Dolch is run so many times that I don't really fully get people's. I'm gonna be real, like, and maybe this is me speaking privilege-wise because, like, you know, maybe I just don't need Dolch, or I don't know what the hell I'm even trying to say, but like, Dolch is run how many times? I also feel like it's nothing new, so if you wanted the set, it's kind of like a no-brainer to make. The only real thing that I can actually see is like it maybe someone was waiting for like a paycheck type thing. With that I get, but yeah, the Dolch stuff, like, it's not only GMK that's running it. There's also like plenty of variations of Dolch. So that's like the one example that I kind of find it hard to get behind. But like, for example, do I love the Matrix 2-day group buys? I wish they were a little longer. Yeah, I wish. But yeah, like the Dolch thing. I don't know,
those are like the Matrix group buys are a bit. That's like the extreme that proves the point, right?
Yes,
like,
yeah.
If you had a cold over the weekend, like, you just don't get it. You know what I mean? Because it's like they launch on a Saturday and they're done Monday morning, and you know, and that's even sometimes the spin up is like, if you're in the Matrix Discord and you like, they post their little thing and it's like Friday morning, it starts tomorrow, it goes for 2 days. None extras, right? Like, you have to thread the needle to get it. I totally get that. The Dolch thing, I think you're right on point. Like, or classic beige, like, it comes around so often and it's run so many times. And, you know, I know that there was kind of a run on Dolch R5 on the aftermarket where people were like, I don't want to pay this huge amount. Again, this is maybe me having been in the hobby long enough that, me personally, that's fine. I will get it next year or in 2 years, right? Like, I myself have graduated from the, I see that, I want it, I need it now, I can't wait at all, endgame must be this weekend. And not everybody is there, and that's fine. So I think there's some frustration there, but if it's a classic thing, it'll come back. It always will. This is not the end of Dolch. It's not the beginning of Dolch.
Yeah.
Kikobo's doing a Dolch. You know, there's a lot of stuff. If it's something that's super unique, I think that's a lot more frustrating, right? And so I think that the answer to everything is, it's pretty nuanced. From a vendor standpoint and from a set designer standpoint, part of the decision, and maybe why it doesn't bug me as much as a designer, is that the majority of the sales are the first week and the last week, and those 2 middle weeks are completely dead. Right? Like,
by the way, just so
you may get a set that sells 50. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, I can back Riley up on that, because literally with even the Manta, like, it was the first few days and the last few days, with sometimes 1 or 2 sales in between. It was mostly during that time frame. But I get it. Like, sometimes people want to save money and stuff. But yeah, to back you up on that, like, I have literally seen that firsthand. I also want to point out one thing too, kind of playing on what Soren said a little bit, and again, not defending short or long group buy windows. A lot of the times, especially with classic sets these days, not maybe in the past, not as many people as you think actually buy them. So they're not quite as purchased as sometimes you think. But yeah.
No, and that's been going on for a while now, right? Like, we ran into that with Crimson Cadet last year, where everybody wanted it because it wasn't around, and then the buy happened. I think it was, we ordered some, and then extras sold before the set even shipped, and so it was the same thing all over again. So
it's
I think there's this great assumption that, like, tons and tons of extras are being bought, and at least currently, that's not really the case, right? Like, if it doesn't sell super well in group buy, there's not a ton of extras. Those go quick. And so, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, if that, I don't know if that answers the question about short group by windows. Again, like my stance is it'd be nice. And then just to quickly touch upon this before Riley and I get into the Hatsune Miku stuff about content availability for keyboards, 100% agree. I think a great way to make your decision is getting content showcases or reviews. That's not, unfortunately, as someone who would love all the work that I can get, unfortunately that's not always the case, simply because some people just can't send out units, or maybe it's just, dude, to send me a unit in Canada, let's just pretend like the only fee anyone ever needs to pay is like sending a keyboard via mail, which a lot of people do. Some people just send me boards. Guys, the import fees and some of this stuff going back and forth, it's sometimes it's not sustainable for very small runs of things run by an individual who's already used all their money to get prototypes. So it's not always sustainable. However, yes, I would absolutely agree that I do think that if you're going to sell a product, having a showcase on it or a review on it is very much needed. Getting feedback on it is needed. So yeah, I'm in agreement there, but I can definitely understand the challenges some smaller creators and designers might go through. But
and
yeah.
I would just to piggyback on that just for a second. It's not just small designers. Like even as a larger vendor, those costs add up, and when things currently are selling basically small batch numbers, it's kind of a chicken and an egg, right? Like you get more sales the more things you send out to review, but the more things you send out to review, the more any profits are kind of chewed up. And so you kind of need one to validate the other a little bit. So it's hard. It's hard across the board, not just for small people.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Ultimately, though, guys, the best thing you can do, and I'm sure Riley will agree with me, is if something bothers you and you feel like it's maybe against your moral policies, and you've spoken to other people and maybe you've kind of seen different sides and it still bugs you, vote with your wallet. If you don't want to get something because you feel like any sort of ill will towards it, voting with your wallet is the best thing to do. I guarantee you change will be made, because if companies that are supposed to be profitable aren't profiting, they'll have to change their tune so they can keep running. So that's the best course of action that I've always stood by for years. But we're going to look at the Hatsune Miku stuff now, and I guess, what do you want to start with, Riley? Actually, I don't know what we should.
To you, I'll kind of follow in your lead here.
We'll start with this guy, I guess.
Okay.
I
probably know the most about that.
Okay. I'll lean on you for this then. This starts at, well, it is, not doesn't start. There's no other variations. It's $249 for this guy. This is the collaboration. This is the box you couldn't show a few days ago. I couldn't show you guys literally anything a few days ago, but now I can. So, costume reveal.
Not our fault.
Yeah, it wasn't novelties. Well, here's the box. It's a very cool box if people are into collecting them for, the sake of having something cool. Some people like collecting boxes and stuff. It's nice. It's cool. And then when you open it up, we got... Ooh. This feels a little different inside. Is this new? Was it always like velvet? Ooh.
Depending on the version. But yeah.
Look at this. You get additional keycaps. And by the way, the set you get with this is also GMK, correct?
Yes.
So 250 GMK keycaps, good switches. I mean, honestly, not bad considering. I mean, dude, I'll show you guys the additional keycaps you get. It's close to a full base kit. Close to. But yeah, pretty nice.
I would say the only thing that what's the word I'm trying to say? It's basically fixed to 7U bottom layout.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh. Wait a second. This is a nice tray you get. I can tell this wasn't sent by GMK. It's a nice little tray.
Yeah, you'll notice they might look familiar. Those are trays that we purchased from Key Creative.
Oh,
because
nice.
I don't see the need in reinventing a wheel that's already done well.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I like
Right?
this.
Those are what we
Nice.
used when we did the Final Fantasy collab board, and they hold a decent amount of keycaps and come in a slim profile. And so by just buying those trays, we don't have to adjust packaging die lines and things like that.
So this is the kitting you get. So before we jump into the how cool this looks, this is the kitting you get just from buying the classic TKL, which is actually pretty damn good. Like, you get a lot of stuff with this. You get, look how many arrow keys you get. You get 3 different arrow keys that you can choose from. A few different accents you can pick from too. I would say honestly, this is a pretty decent kit. You get novelties as well. Pretty decent kit to get with the keyboard. Hard case would have been nice to see. I mean, I love hard cases, but might have been a little tough, I would say, maybe to fit into this one, cost-wise. Maybe just a smidge. I would assume anyways. But pretty nice regardless, though. Can we hear a tippity-tap? Oh, for sure. Just give me 1 sec. We're going to show off the keyboard first. And these are the colors. Now, I will say, I think my camera is not doing this justice, so hold on. Let me actually show you guys. Sorry, Riley, you're going to disappear for a moment. I think
No,
I'm
you're
going to have
fine.
to use my Sony camera for this for more reference. I think my Fuji is not liking how nice the blue is. It's definitely more of like a teal, but I would say this is a little bit more accurate from this camera. So maybe don't look at the Fuji for complete reference here. Very cool though. I like the way this looks. Who fell? Oh, Riley did.
Oh, I opened a drawer. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's. But yeah,
I took the liberty of charging my phone while I was off camera because I use my phone for my webcam and it's yelling at me for battery life because I didn't buy a 17 Pro.
I got the new AirPods. That was about it. The new 17 is it doesn't look too different, you know.
Oh.
Look at that Hatsune Miku badge. We have a little bit of the same color poking through from the gaskets, which is a nice touch. And then this part's cool here. Again, colors are a little bit more blue from the Fuji camera. Definitely a bit more green IRL. Weird. Usually this camera is not that bad for colors, but today is like a super off day for this. But yes, there is the design.
It could be the contrast between the pink and the gray. Sometimes it throws cameras for a bit of a Fruit Loop.
Yeah. Cool though. Very nice. I messed with the color combo. Yeah. Again, this is a bit more green IRL. The camera's really not liking the green today. But yeah, very, very pretty. And then what switches do you get with this? I totally forgot. Classic blues? Classic blues. Very nice.
Yep.
All right. And then, if you guys want to hear, we'll do a quick little sound test before we break open some of the other fun stuff here. Let's see. Let's actually see even the stabs and stuff. I mean, sounds pretty solid stabilizer-wise. Sounds like a classic TKL, which is good because it's a nice sounding board.
Those are the Type Plus stabs that we have our factory pre-tuned.
Type Plus stabs included with this is another awesome little thing here to get. I mean, dude, that's for $250 for everything. Classic blues, Type Plus stabs, GMK keycaps. It's weird, and I know probably this is a weird conversation to have, but like it almost feels like usually with officially licensed stuff you're gonna get that tax on top, the collaboration tax, but I almost feel like it kind of doesn't exist here, which is interesting. Because yeah, GMK keycaps like this maybe on like a normal day like $120 plus the keyboard plus switches plus stabs. Yeah. What's the build config? I actually don't know, and Riley might have to answer that.
Sorry, what was the question?
Like, is there foam and stuff too?
Oh yeah. So the build config comes with all of the standard classic TKL stuff in there. So it will have the foam. It's a PC plate. similar to all the other versions, like you can remove it if you want, but we have them build it with everything. So if you get a bare bones kit or you get this classic TKL, it still comes with the same stuff. This one's just built with everything additional, and that way there's at least consistency across.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, you get a cable too. Again, guys, just so everyone's aware too, I forgot to mention this. Obviously, this is a showcase, not a review. We've already reviewed the classic TKL, and we're just showcasing it. I mean, it'd be kind of pointless to re-review this. Nothing's changed. Plus, I also work for Novel Keys. Riley works for Novel Keys. We're just kind of taking a look today and just showcasing you guys the board for those who are interested. But yeah, you also get some other little gaskets here, some different colors you can play around with, kind of like how the Final Fantasy one was as well, where you had like the healer, the damage, the tank ones, hashtag shield. You know what, Soren, go frick yourself, dude. And then we also have the cable that's pink. This Soran guy, dude. How is NK making anything from this? GMK, stabs, switches, and cable. I don't know, actually.
We worked hard on pricing this. We understand that it's high, especially for maybe the main demographic, which is not quite the keyboard enthusiast, right? Like, the keyboard enthusiast may go more for the GMK keycaps on their own, but for sort of the general Miku fan base, prosumer, maybe isn't used to spending $250 on a keyboard, but if it was priced at $200, like, then we'd be paying them. So we wanted to price it so that it was as approachable as possible from people that aren't necessarily keyboard people, if that makes sense.
Which I appreciate personally. Also, the cable's silicone. It's really nice. It's kind of soft to the touch. It's also, I would say, almost identical to the keycaps in terms of color matching. So pretty nice. Bite test. Should I power it up first, Adam, and see what happens? See if any electricity goes through? Okay, let's take a look at some other stuff now. Now the fun part for people who maybe don't want to buy the keyboard and just want the keycaps. Okay, now I'm going to speak from personal experience here. So when I saw them talking about the Hatsune Miku stuff, I don't know why, my assumption right away was, oh, we're going to probably use PBT stuff. I had that assumption, didn't even really like click, even though I literally saw the word GMK in some of our conversations, until I got this in and was like, oh, these are GMK. So that was nice to see. And there's a bunch of different base kits that you can take a look at too, by the way. Some are going to be a little different. We're going to go through them all, but there is a few. One of them doesn't have a case, so I'm not too sure which one's which here, but this one here is the first one we're going to take a look at here. Oh, wait. Guys, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think we're going to do the betting today because I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't want to scam you guys out of points. Sorry, Riley's going to go away for 1 second. When this arrived, I already told the team the box was so damn destroyed. So we're not going to do betting to see if this is aligned. I have no faith this is going to be aligned from GMK. I have like -5 faith. UPS did a complete goof. I don't know, man. We can still do it for fun. Like, I'm not going to gamble the points, though. But let's take a look, huh? Let's take a look. I'm willing to take the risk. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'll be damned if these are aligned. Yeah, see, it's not going to be. Very nice. Very nice.
That's not terrible.
Pretty damn good base kit, too. Oh, holy shit. This is the one that's $130, I think? I know there's two, and there's like a $10 price difference. Let's see. Or no, $185, rather. Let's see.
That's the standard Miku base, so that's $165.
$165, that's right. So this is $165 for the standard. This is GMK. $165, pretty full kitting here. I don't think you can literally squeeze in any more caps.
The interesting thing with this one is that it comes default with JIS layout support. So there's like a shoot, is it 4.5U spacebar in there?
Which is crazy.
So,
you never see this.
Yeah, there's some crazy kitting in there. I think that 4.5U spacebar, I can't remember if we actually had to make the mold on that or not for this project. I can't remember. This project has been going on for a little bit, like just a hot minute. So it's, the majority of people probably will not be able to mount that spacebar. But it's also kind of a fun thing to include JIS support for that layout, considering it's Hatsune Miku. And that was a decision by Zerpocalypse, who did all of the kitting design work. It's something he felt passionately about, and so we said, let's do it.
Okay. I mean, I think the kitting's pretty crazy on this. By the way, again, guys, just as another thing here, a lot more green IRL. My Fuji cameras, because they're set on like a Fuji film sim, which you can't disable right now. They're just changing the colors ever so slightly. A little bit more green. Just use the reference photos on the website for more of an accurate color scheme. Nice. And then we have the other one. So I actually like the other one a little bit more for base kits. If I had to pick one right now, which we'll take a look. Oh, I want to open this one here up. I thought this was neat. The novelty pack. This was cool. Alex, right now
that one did not survive as well.
Yeah, no, none of these did. Dude, I almost had a heart attack because I think I told you when this came in, the box was so destroyed. There was no tape on it. It was literally flapped open, and I was kind of concerned things fell out, but luckily nothing fell out. So we have novelties. Pretty nice. Yeah, novelties in their own box, which I've never seen from GMK. Kinda cool, actually.
That was a custom box that we had made up. Part of that, not really deep lore, but like part of that goes back to some of the things that you have to deal with when you're doing licensed products, right? So a lot of that is Hatsune Miku art, and they want it in more than a shrink wrapped potato mulch box, right? Like they want you to kind of treat things with care.
They don't like this. They don't like this.
We're used to it, but like a company that you're kind of pitching product to, you're like, yeah, no, and this is how customers will receive it, and they kind of go, no, and that's fine. GMK is really easy to work with, and so we say, here's the kitting, we have to make a box for it, and
yeah,
you know, boxes aren't difficult to die line up.
Yeah.
No,
not at all. All right, and this is the IF module base kit. This is the one I actually think is a little bit more up my speed. I like the color scheme of this one a little bit more.
It's a little more standard for sure.
Yeah, definitely a bit more standard. But pretty much the same as the other one, just different mod colors, basically. I think a lot of people I've spoken to sort of prefer this base kit. Again, a lot more green IRL, just my camera is just not doing a fantastic job. Pretty nice. Why is there a price difference between two bases? I'll have to let Riley answer that one.
I just saw that in chat and I was about to answer it.
Okay.
So what that comes down to is MOQs from GMK as a manufacturer. Because the keyboard itself uses a subset of the Miku base, the sales and the units purchased that go towards the keyboard also count towards MOQ breaks on that specific kit. You know, we could have obfuscated that and put both base kits at the same price, but we would be making more money off of one than the other. I would say that that's probably more typical of what businesses would normally do, but we don't feel comfortable with that. We'd rather just be honest about why there's a price difference and kind of pass that on.
I think people will appreciate that.
Hopefully, like it's done for you guys. It's not that one one is not trying to gouge you. It's that the other one is trying to kind of kick back to you, right? If that makes sense. I could see how seeing two price differences could be confusing, but yeah.
And this is... Actually, I don't know what this is. I can't read it.
That is going to be the Latin Alpha Pack voice bank.
Okay.
And that one does not have a box because that does not have any actual IP in it. So they didn't care quite as much. So again,
that makes
we could have
sense.
put a box around it, but we would have had to pay for the box. And in paying for the box, it costs us more.
Yeah.
We chose to just do the normal box that you guys are used to so that it could be priced more appropriately.
Your honest business practices are abnormal and unnerving.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shucks. I want to put this on a keyboard. So now I'm going to find something we're going to put this on. Because as much as I think it looks lovely on the perfect matching keyboard, because it literally is made to match it, why not try it on something different? Now I got to figure out what I want to do. Maybe I'll put it on the Encore. Neo 65 Core Plus. I already have a set on that I low-key don't want to take it off. It's literally sitting right here. I mean, plus this is another Riley set, so it looks good on this board. It's hard to argue.
You can take Metro off. That's fine. I won't be offended.
No, I have other boards. We'll put something else on. I'm going to put on the Encore. I think it would look nice. I think I'm going to put it on the stainless steel Encore. I could get the white and wood one, but I feel like this would be kind of nicer. Doing on like a stainless steel type vibe. But yeah, I mean, I hope this is like fun for you guys to take a look at something like this. Bit abnormal, but like in terms of how we normally operate here, but just fun to take a look at stuff. Again, we're not really reviewing anything today. It's just for funsies. All right. I think it'll look nice on this. Now, I'm going to use the IF base. Let's put this over here for now. Put it on the Rukia Round 2. Hey, send me yours and I'll do it. How about that?
I saw that. I couldn't tell if it was a joke or not, but it made me giggle. Thank you for the laugh.
It's definitely a joke. Already did. Why is the bottom UV printed? It's just two colors? Sorry? The bottom? Bottom of what? Sorry.
He may be referring to some of the keycaps on the bottom row are UV printed. That is because of the detail in the kanji that are there. Don't pass double shot molding. Interesting fact is that GMK does have molds for those characters in double shot, and that's what we did originally. But some of the details are lost. And again, a licensing thing. That was a request from them to say, hey, we want these to be fully present, and the only way to do that is through UV printing. So I actually have right here, these are the double shot ones.
Oh, cool.
That we can't use. So we had to get like some fix kits made in order to get approval. There you go.
Also, by the way, Zerpocalypse was a huge factor in all this as well. In fact, some could say that he started the whole thing. Yeah,
I would say that it really is his project.
Yeah.
I see he's in chat, so everybody wish him welcome and please bombard him with lots of questions too, especially if it's Miku related. I'm going to be real with you, or as Alex would say, I'm going to keep it a buck. I have no idea. Miku is not something that I was familiar with before this project. So if it's a deep question, Zerp is your guy, not me.
So another thing too, guys, is I also have 1 or 2 Hatsune Miku figures. I used to be into Hatsune Miku like 10 plus years ago, but I also like was only into it for like a few months, and I think I went crazy about it, and then I like didn't drop it per se, but I realized that figures cost a lot of money, and I didn't also have the space to store all these figures. So as one can imagine, I stopped collecting them after 2 or 3 figures that took up most of my shelf. And yeah, that was it. But I've always been slightly interested in Hatsune Miku. I just have never really truly gotten into it as much as other people have been. So, someone also asked, is there any particular reason why this set has 40 support but then no 1.7U shift? Why is standard? Which is standard for UK ISO and 40s keyboards? I will let. Oh, what the hell? I will let Zerp answer that, or Riley. I am not too sure. So you went to keyboards instead? Me. Yeah. That was the hobby I chose. Unfortunate, right, guys? It has 1.7U shift. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. Isn't this not? Is that 1.5 or 1.7U?
I was gonna say it should have it.
It doesn't in the renders? Huh? Uh-oh.
That might be a catch.
That might be really important. Let's see.
It does. It maybe just didn't make it into the renders.
Oh, you're right. I don't think it is in there, Riley. Oh, wait. No, wait. That says 2.
Did I mislabel that?
I'm pretty sure it's a 1.7.
Oh, no.
1.75, isn't it?
Yeah,
no, actually, that might be.
It looks like it's 2, but I think it should be.
Yeah, Zerp. Let me add you to that.
1.75.
Hold on, I might have to actually cancel Riley's camera here for a second. It might just destroy all my camera layouts.
That's fine. Kick me off.
How do I turn off this camera? Wow, I've never added Zerpocalypse to a call before. This is gonna be interesting. How do I do this again? God, it's been so long since I've had a group DM call. You know what? You know it doesn't help that it's in streamer mode right now. There we go. Alex hates Riley now? God damn, Anna, you're something. What's up, Zerp? How you doing? Instead of additional shifts, that's because the render is using JS, so the 1.7U is at the right shift position.
Yeah. So JIS, the top set of keycaps on the main render is the JIS set.
Oh, there it is. It's literally in. Yeah, okay.
It's literally right
there. Yeah, you're right. Literally, I'm so used to seeing INSI layouts that I didn't even look at that. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, it's right here. It's not that one. It's this one. This is the 1.75U, which.
It's also if you click on the product image, especially on it's not on the TKL bundle because that is its own set of keycaps. But if you look at just the keycaps and you zoom in on the render, it even says 1.75 right underneath the ISO key.
Yeah, you're right. Damn. Interesting how that one little thing that we're all used to just throws us all off.
Yeah. Anyway.
Think like a VTuber.
We solved it.
Yeah, we did. You know, I've always wanted to be a VTuber, guys. I wanted to make a mustache one time. I think I've told my chat this story, but I wanted to be a mustache, like just a mustache building keyboards. And I tried for so long to pay someone, like legitimately pay anyone to make me a model rig for it and a bunch of animations. And I got denied so many times from people. They said it was stupid and didn't want to do it for me. I was really sad, to be honest.
I'd watch your mustache content.
Yeah, there's a lot of like the requirements for or like the criteria for artists accepting VTuber model commissions, like highly detailed ones, has gone up like crazy. Because it takes so much time and effort to like draw and then cut. Because it's not just you draw it like you draw a normal drawing.
Yeah.
You also have to like cut the layers a specific way. It's called cutting. You break up the layers a certain way so that then it can be imported into live 2D cubism and then like rigged on top of that, which the rigging also takes quite a long time. And that the time cost for rigging goes up with the complexity of the model.
I know. And I
So-
tried to commission a whole bunch of people just to make me a little mustache. Like, I just wanted to be a mustache building keyboards. And
That would be really funny.
I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, hey, man, I'll pay full price. And every person I went to was like, nah, man, I'm not wasting my time. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
I don't think it's anything against you personally. I think it's just that they have like a massive amount of work to do.
And the details in your mustache to get it accurate, they probably just saw that and they're like, "Oh, I can't do it justice. I'm out. I can't do a disservice to this lad."
Oh my goodness. They didn't want to add the white hairs. They're like, nah.
They didn't want to rig like 1,000 mustache hairs in perfect detail. You know?
That would have been really cool, though. Think about it. Where's the... Okay, I'm so not used to this. I have to remember that not everything's on the top thing here.
I will say, though, like, you can, if you just want like a little anime guy Alex, there are some people that do like PNG tubers, which is just like basic animated.
If I'm doing something,
reactive.
I'm doing a full mustache and I want it fully rigged with tons of commands. Like, I'd pay the whole thing. I want it. You ever see like the Burnt Peanut? You ever watch him?
No, I haven't. No.
I basically want to be Peanut but mustache. But I've said this for so many years that I've wanted a mustache one. And every now and then I get kind of interested and I like message someone, they're like, nah, that's stupid. And I'm like, okay. But yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh my god. Wait. You know what though? Like, I don't want to like put anything on anyone, but I would say that there are definitely people out there that are willing to rig, like just in their free time. You know, if you pay them, like cursed things. I don't know if you've ever. Brian does not take commissions for this, but I don't know if you've ever seen like Brian Sui's. Like he's one of the leaders of Iron Vertex, which is a like rigging VTuber sort of like, I don't know what's the guild or like
sure, yeah.
And sometimes he rigs the most absolutely cursed things. Like there was one year where he did like a turkey for Thanksgiving, and it was terrifying. But like that kind of stuff, I feel like there are people out there who would be willing to do that. You just have to find the right person.
And that's the tough part. And I think it's hurt my ego a little bit, being like, not ego rather. It's hurt my, not pride either. It's lowered my efforts being told no a bunch of time.
No, I understand.
It's definitely been like a, I'm gonna get to the novelties in one sec, guys. I just want to see what it looks like with no novelties. I wish, dude, I didn't realize my Fuji cameras didn't do teal justice, or like this nice like blue. So now I'm gonna have to figure out if it's a film sim thing. That makes me a bit sad. But yeah, it's such a beautiful color.
Sorry, I was just pulling out my samples.
Oh yeah, it's not very good on the camera. I don't know why. But I mean, it's using a Fuji film sim, so I mean, I get it. All right, let's get the novelties. I like the way this looks, though. It looks good on the board. Very, very nice.
Yeah, it looks clear stuff.
Yeah, it looks really good, actually. What novelties can we use? There are so many.
Wait, what board is this?
This is the Encore Series 3. So it's
that,
like a stainless
polycarb forehead is so cool.
It's super cool. That looks actually really dope. My Fit in Cyberpunk has the same colors. Oh, like this? Okay, so now we can pick some different novelties here. I'll move these to the side. Would this be like a cool backspace? Yeah, let's use that. I got some stuff to do for work. Let's run this stream back like 2 hours. Okay, I'll rewind. Let me pause actually. Let me just like freeze, and then we'll continue.
He'll go -1 hour
Yeah.
into the stream.
Let's just sit here. What else can I use? Another one bites the dust. Use a new shift here too. This could be fun. Or is this supposed to be the enter key? I think so, right? No.
Those are shift keys.
Shift keys? Okay.
but
And
there
I
is
think
one of
there is
those
an
that
enter
is an
one.
enter.
Yeah, there's both options.
Yeah, there's two here. Actually, you know what?
Sorry, I'm just so like used to people putting the enter key novelty from Darling on the shift keys.
Oh, yeah.
And I had that like visceral reaction of like, no, it's an enter key.
Wrong one! Yeah, there's two profiles here. What else do I want to do? Any other suggestions, everybody? Any other things you want to see from the novelties?
You could put the like 3-line glyph from her skirt on like function as like a function key.
This guy here? That could be cool.
Hang on, stream delay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Can I put the ISO enter? I mean, kinda. if that looks pretty good.
Nailed it.
Gotcha. What switches are you using in this one? These are using granite switches. Although with the Encore, I do... Okay, a little off topic from the keyboard here. The keycaps, rather. But the Encore, I probably want to switch to a cherry spacebar. I feel like the Encore needs a really bright spacebar. Like a really, really bright. And I think cherry gives you that kind of spacebar. You know, the poppy stuff that I like. Cool, though. I like it a lot. I think that's all I want to do. I don't think I want to do anything else. I'm like very minimal on how I use novelties. Although I'm going to switch super for Miku.
Text novelties are underrated.
I like
agree.
text novelties. I think they add a little bit to the board without going overboard. But yeah, really like it.
I gotta give a shout out to CFO for the alter as inspiration for these.
Oh, really?
That was yeah.
That's a good one.
It's such a sick keycap where he's got it's a 1.5 unit
1 month
alt
till
key,
5 year.
and obviously
Show me your
it still says
69
alt,
use
but instead of saying
spacebar.
alt, it says alter. It's just it's so clever. I love that one.
Text novelties are cool if they're stylized. I actually really appreciate when they're just kind of like this. I don't know. Tim streamless? Yeah, the guy doesn't stream anymore. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate the tier 1, man. Cool, though. Well, I think overall, like, if you guys like Miku stuff and wanted to grab stuff, I mean, the classic TKL is... It's already a keyboard we looked at. I've liked it when we took a look at it. I think it's excellent for the stock price it is. And I think just getting a Miku-themed or Hatsune Miku-themed whole keyboard kit here is really something else. Even just getting this. By the way, I love the texture on this, too. This is cool. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's definitely unique, one of a kind, and if you're fans, why not? Definitely pick it up.
Neflock absolutely knocked the packaging and the classic TKL out of the park on this one, and the
classic TKL 's
design
cool.
of the desk mat.
Yeah. With a little RGB, just a little plug it in. Ugh. I missed a keyboard sound test. Not to minimize what the classic TKL sounds like, but it sounds like a classic TKL. I don't think you're gonna get anything like new out of this, but it sounds good. We got a little RGB happening. So cool.
We're not going to go full audio file where it's like, oh, the magenta gaskets sound different. No,
Yeah.
The powders for the magenta have a different density, slightly.
Dude, people already do that with switches. And I agree to some extent that sometimes it does, like, maybe a certain color affects the plastic, but sometimes it already happens. The stabs are tuned very well, by the way. So this is the stabs. Oh, hold on. It's just... Hold on. I forgot it's plugged in. I mean, they're Type Plus stabs. So you don't really... like. Okay, I'm not saying you don't need to tune them, but they only need minimal tuning. Therefore, you're getting pretty solid stabs. Numpad sound test? Hold on, let me get rid of this guy. This guy here, bro. You get a lot of top of the line stuff in this board. I think so. I agree. Like, you can't be mad at this, like what you get in the box. I think there's value here. I don't know. Especially if you like the Hatsune Miku kind of theme. There's tons of value with this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if you guys had any other questions while we have Zerpocalypse and Neflock in one call. But if you guys did have questions, definitely feel free and ask. Probably stuff I can't answer. Let me switch to the chatting there here. I recently ordered Cherry MX2A Blacks, which are factory lubed. Should I clean the lube off? It depends. Sometimes the Cherry switches are terribly over-lubed. I would suggest if they're terribly over-lubed, take some of it off. You can usually just go, kind of just spread around the factory lube. But I've seen really bad ones, Paranoid. So kind of just go based off of what you think. So yeah, but like Annette just said, sometimes it is horrendous sometimes.
Imagine if they sold them unlubed. That would be pretty nice.
They do actually, but sometimes it's
do?
weird. They label them as unlubed, but I've actually gotten the unlubed ones where they're still lubing them. So
Flashbacks to like some of the Yacht switches back in the day.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, they said they're unlubed, but it's like 50-50 whether they are or not or whatever.
Yeah. No questions, but I posted in the Topa Reddit and would encourage you to share the 4.5U and 6U support to Topa users. We always struggle. I think 6U is already done by GMK though, right? So I don't think that necessarily needs to be shared.
Yeah.
But 4.5U might be new. I don't know. Does Topa use 4.5?
Well, I think what he might mean is that not all sets include both centered and off-centered 6U.
Yeah.
And this does include both if you get the Spacebars kit.
That's going to be up to... Thing is, and it's a little tough. I'll say this out of... I haven't run a set in a very long time, but sometimes it is about, okay, well, if you're going to include enough stuff for 6U Center and blah, 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 and all the other stuff, there might be a larger majority who don't want that stuff and kind of want the savings you might get from not ordering those things. So maybe as a separate kit, it makes sense. It's tough. Like, it really just comes down to like what your majority is buying. Not saying that the other people shouldn't be catered to, but sometimes it is tough.
No, they are in the Spacebars kit. They're not in the base kits. 4.5U is in the base kits because of JIS.
Yeah, in this particular case, yeah.
In this specific case. But the 6-unit, 3-unit, 2.25 and 2.75 unit extra B key, that stuff is in the Spacebars kit, is not in the base kit.
Yeah. However, I will say, with how popular EC stuff and HHKB stuff has been getting lately, I do encourage a lot of designers to start considering at least putting 6U in the base kit. Considering how, again, repeating myself, considering how popular EC has been recently and more people diving into it. So I would genuinely encourage designers to at least make that an option. I know myself, I've been getting really into EC. I have like 45 GMK sets, and I think I have 1 or 2 6U Spacebars. That's it.
Yeah.
So I don't even got a lot, and I wish I had them now. So, and with Dynacap, it's going to get more popular. Yes, sir. I agree. So definitely.
What is Dynacap exactly?
It's Clever's new. So Clever designed this really cool new Toper system, you could say.
Okay.
It's like new housings, new everything. It's pretty cool. And there's some like benefits to using them, but it's I think it's also going to open up a lot of keyboards potentially to getting some EC stuff in the future, or make EC stuff more approachable. So
that's really awesome.
Well, and they're partnering with a lot of boards to make insert kits for it. So it takes kind of the struggle of Topa or EC from having to source, there's like desk keys or other places that have domes and sliders, and then you also have to like scavenge from other boards, and it's sort of a one-stop shop to basically get all of that stuff and not make it not quite as cryptic to assemble kits for it, which is great, especially for that community, because I dipped into it once upon a time. I was like, oh no, I'm out. That's like a whole nother level, but they make it easy. And from feeling them, I have a Dynacap Lily EC kit that I played around with, and it's great. So
Yeah, I got the Lily EC kit here too. Which,
So, do you know
enough,
if Dynacap will be compatible with stuff like the Type K, where there's an existing EC kit?
it,
I cannot
I don't know.
speak
I don't know
exactly, but I
for
think
certain.
that's the goal. Is that
Okay.
the like? It may not be everything, but like the domes and things like that. Sure. I would imagine. Again, I'm not Garrett. I'm not clever, so don't quote
Sure.
me. But
Just curious if you knew.
I don't see them designing it so proprietary that it can't also intersect with EC stuff that currently exists.
Cool.
About the Lily,
if it
what
is
do you
that
think of the powder
good,
coating? It's nice. Powder
I'll go
coating's
for
nice.
it, Alex.
No, someone's just asking about the Lily. It's a nice powder coating. They killed it with it.
Because I was planning on putting the Miku set on my Type K, and I was waffling as to whether I wanted to go for, because I have an EC kit for it, whether I wanted to go for EC or MX on that.
EC is nice. I have an EC kit for my Type K as well. I just haven't built yet. So I would definitely say the EC kit is definitely worth getting. Also, due to the changes in the underside of the housing design, they should work better with EC kits that require flipped stab wires. Yes, there's a lot of benefits to it. I don't remember all the benefits to some of this new stuff off the top of my head, but it is nice.
Cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys, again, little showcase, me and Riley and Zerp here showing off some of this stuff. But yeah, if you guys are interested in the Hatsune Miku stuff, it's available until, oh gosh, what day is it available until? November 1st. So yeah, if you guys want to take a look at it, it's on Novel Key's website. I think the pricing for the classic DKL, objectively, I'd say it's actually pretty damn fair. Why didn't you cosplay? Unfortunately, I don't think you guys want to see that. I don't know. I
Can
really
we get a
don't think.
subathon goal for Alex to wear a Miku wig?
Gosh, I don't know if you guys still want to see that. I think that would actually harm the Hatsune Miku image more than do any good. So we want to see it. Okay, you know what, guys? Alex in his skirt blush. Okay, you know what? Literally everyone asking. I don't think you guys want to see it. I think you guys think you want to see it, but until you guys see it, and then you guys will wish you once saw it. I think it's one of those situations. It's like curiosity, how it killed the cat. In this case here, it'll scar you for life. So
You're saying
Halloween
it's
is
like
coming.
opening Pandora's box?
It kind of is. Except it's going to be basically Hatsune Miku, but with a beard, because I'll have the beard. I ain't shaving, I'll tell you right now. That's another sight.
He'll wear the costume before he shaves.
Yeah.
I think the real stretch goal is razor shave the whole face.
Dude, I
Baby
don't
face
even wanna,
Alex would
listen,
be crazy.
I don't even want to see that, okay? Let's
throw it back to 9th grade.
I think in 9th grade I might have had some stubble, but I don't even want to see that, okay, guys? I've done that once ever in my entire life where I've shaved my entire beard off by accident. For the boys who know, it's when sometimes I have my trimmer and I set it to a length. One time I forgot to set it, and it was, skin. And I did it, and I was like, what did I do? And I looked stupid as fuck. So, to be real with you guys, I don't ever want to do that again.
If it makes you feel better, I've done the exact same thing.
I think everyone
Ditto.
does that. But no one's ever seen me fully shaved. I don't even think my girlfriend will ever, until maybe until we're like 90, like right before I'm about to die. I'll shave, maybe.
You came out of the womb with that mustache. I believe it.
Yeah, it's just part of me. NK guys, tell us a
He
wild
comes
Alex
out.
story.
Oh, our son is beautiful.
I don't think I have a wild Alex story. Do you have a wild Alex story, Riley? I don't think there is one. I'm not really that wild, guys. I just play video games and do keyboard stuff.
If you don't
The
want to be
only
in a costume,
wild Alex story
then
that
do
I
the
have
best
that's,
of
not
both
even
worlds. A
surprising
body
in the
pillow of
slightest
you
was when
dressed as
I came all the
Hatsune
way to
Miku.
Canada for the Canadian keyboard meetup, and
For
you
what,
were just
sorry?
like, when I came all the way to Canada for the Canada keyboard meetup in Toronto at the library, like the first one after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I finally met you in person. You were like one of the nicest people. Guys, he's the exact same on stream as he is in real life, okay? Like,
Yeah, guys,
Alex is
I'm
just a
telling you,
good
I
dude.
even talk the same. Like, the energy is
He does.
literally the exact same. I think the only time I might have been different on stream is when I first started because I was really nervous. But it's literally, I'm just as talkative. Sometimes I don't shut up. So it's pretty much, I'll put that to the test. It's going to be different around you, though, Adam, because I'm scared of you. I feel like you're taller. I'm 5'10". 6 foot on a good day. On a good day. When I'm feeling, when it doesn't rain outside, I'm actually 6 foot.
I think the wildest Alex story I have is that I just don't get to see you enough.
Yeah, it's true. Well, in October.
Oh, well, I mean, I know. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Do a U.S. tour? Huh? Me? That seems like a lot of work. Alex is the same in person, exact same in person, can confirm. Yeah, I've also met Elquan. Yeah, I'm pretty the same. So, I don't know. Do a tour to Germany? I wanted to go to Germany with, actually, Riley when it was the Germany meetup, but I just couldn't make the time. It's a bit of a commitment, I'd say, with a lot of those things. You have to really find some spare time. Not even, like, money aside, like, finding the time is always tough.
And let's face it, when I couldn't go, you were out.
Yeah, when Riley was like, no, I can't make it. I was like, oh, well, just another reason not to go. I've been told I am the same in person. I think everyone that I've met online doesn't really change in person in terms of how they talk and stuff. So I don't know. There's sometimes people are a bit more reserved and a bit more shy, but usually that goes away. Both of us need to go to the next one. Has anyone met Soren yet, except for Salvin? I feel like no one's met Soren yet. I'm actually super handsome IRL compared to online. Bro, same! In person? Dude, so much different, bro. Super handsome. I feel you, Adam. I feel you. Oh, man. Alright, though, guys. That's pretty much it. Thanks again to Riley and Zerp for taking some time here to take a look at this. So, I'll be taking some pics of this so you guys can get more color accurate stuff from my camera. I'll take a picture of both keyboards. Probably post those in the next few days for you guys. So yeah, I can show you guys the keyboards again from the top down. Again, I would not say this Fuji camera is doing this not even justice. Just it's not accurate. I'll take some better photos for you guys. But if you guys want to, there's already great photos on the website.
Thank you again for letting me join in on the call. I was just
Yeah.
like, so 1.75, it's right there.
Me and Riley both struggling.
Shouting
"Woo!"
from the bleachers.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, I took the product photos for our website, and 95% of my keyboards use a 1.75 shift, so I know it's there. And I was hunting. I'm like, hell is it? It's just up there in the main keys. So funny. You know what? We're all people. Everybody
Yeah.
makes oversights and mistakes.
Of course.
It's true.
Thank you, Alex, for having me jump on, letting me jump on.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, chat, for many kind words said.
All the kind words. Let's go rate the. Let's see. Are the ducks online? Yeah, they are. Let's go rate some ducks. Let's go do that. But thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I told you guys this was going to be a bit of a shorter stream. We're going to be streaming again tomorrow anyways. Just so you guys know, the subathon is continuing tomorrow. So there's going to be hella giveaways, okay? There's going to be crazy giveaways tomorrow. Potentially even a Kohaku, if it gets that far. So I will see you guys tomorrow around, I think, what are we doing, 1 p.m. tomorrow? So 1 p.m. tomorrow. I might do 2 keyboards tomorrow. I might do a personal board afterwards. Maybe I'll finally finish modding my HHKB. We'll see. But until then, bye guys, and see you later. Love you.